Hi friends, this is John Kingston from JR Trading Zone. Hope you are all doing well. Welcome to this new video, and this is a continuation of the last video which I made about CPR. For a price action trader, actually we have to follow some leading indicators. I have already told you that we should only follow the leading indicators for our trading setup. Okay, in that leading indicator which I follow the most is CPR, that is central pivot range. There are some more leading indicators which gives us signal of support and resistance before the market opens. This we call leading indicators. You are all clear about it already. I have explained in my videos what is leading indicator. Okay, now last video I made about the CPR, how we can apply CPR in our chart. For a price action trader who is a chartist, who is using chart for his trading, needs some signals to take trade. So we follow leading indicators. Actually, for me, I will say CPR is like a heart in our chart. So I told you how to apply CPR in the chart, everything. But few of my friends called me and asked me, what is the proper setting of the CPR? They also applied CPR in the chart. They were using few other indicators. After watching my video, they called me, okay, it's good, fine, let us try CPR. But the settings are completely different. We are not able to get the clarity which you showed in your chart. Then how can we set the chart and like that. I told how to set the chart and everything. I told them there are a lot of videos in the YouTube how to set the CPR, about the settings of the CPR and everything. But watching that videos, they were not fully satisfied and they asked me to make one video and which settings are using, how you are setting the chart and everything. So I also thought it's simple, make a video about the settings, because settings and settings of CPR is very important actually. If you have watched the last video about the CPR application of CPR, then this is the continuation of this video. So if you have not watched that video, I will be giving in the link above. Just watch the video and come here, because this is only about the settings of the CPR. I have already explained how to apply the CPR. Okay, even though it is a very small video, it is very important, because for a price action trader, chart is very important. The settings in the chart is very important. Chart should be clear. So even though we are following leading indicators, the application should be in a proper way. This is what I am going to explain in this video. This is very a short video, but it will be a very useful video for you. After going to the computer presentation, let's come back. Okay. Hi friends, let's start the presentation. This is Bank Nifty chart. Okay, plain chart. We have not applied any indicators here. Okay, now this is a plain chart. This is how a plain chart looks like. Okay, now I am going to apply the indicator. That's our CPR. Just go to the indicator section. Can you see here? At this point, we are going to click and search for indicators. Just search for CPR. Okay, CPR, this one, King Research. You can click here. If you click here, it will be applied to the chart. If you click this star, it will be always added to your favorites. Okay, let's click this star, then click here. Now it is added. You know, I use two type of CPR for my convenience. Daily, morning, I am more comfortable for using this CPR, that is pivot box, because the enter lines will be applied, or we can get the enter lines when we apply this CPR. For marking long time support, resistance, demand, supply area, I use this CPR, pivot CPR with the pivot levels. In this CPR, I am showing how I am making settings and how I use this CPR. Okay, this is what I am going to tell in this video. If you have not the previous video, definitely watch the video and come here. Otherwise, you will not be able to understand about this concept. Okay, simple. Now we have applied CPR with pivot levels, King Research in our chart. You see, this is how the chart is looking like. It feels quite clumsy. If you want to understand the difference between the chart which I am using and this one, you should see the chart which I am using. I will show you. You see, this is how my chart looks like. This is how my CPR, the CPR in my chart looks like. This is, see, CPR King Research. Okay, this is the setting some of my friends wanted, and they asked me how you are setting, and we want to know how you are setting the chart. Simple, I will show you, no problem. We are just going to the chart. First of all, we can change it into dark mode. Okay, if you are comfortable with the white chart, it's okay, no problem. You can change the settings here as you like. But if you want black chart, I will show, because I am using black mode. Okay, you have to come to this left corner. This left corner, just click here. A tab will be opened here. Here you can see your, you see, dark mode. You can just change it into dark mode. Now, first step is over. This is how I convert my white mode chart into dark mode chart. Okay. Now, you can see a yellow line here, a violet line here, but in the chart which I am using is like this. You see, 3 violet lines, the CPR, lines here, the resistance, the 3 green lines here, the support lines, and the yellow line here which I have marked is the previous day high and low. Okay, now we should change our chart settings like this. So what we are going to do, you have to come here at this point. See, CPR King Research, you can get a I symbol here. I symbol means if you click here, it will be hiding from the chart and you will be able to visible only the plain chart. Once again click here. Now see, the CPR is here, but the only problem, we have to change the settings. It's very simple, no problem. You see, come here, this is the settings tab. You just open the settings tab. For all supports you can give green line. What I am doing, that I am showing you green line for all the supports. And if you want thick lines, you can click here, 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 it becomes thicker, but I use only thin lines, so the first option is enough. Okay, this is the place where we can increase and decrease the opacity. You see, the thickness, the darkness of the line, color of the line will differ if you are not, if you are reducing here, the color of the line will be reduced. I give 100 opacity, and I choose the first column for the thickness. Okay, it will be very thin line. For all the supports, I give the same green. Same green I am applying for all the supports. You see, here it is in the second column. So we are giving the first column and making it thin. Next here, S2, yes, it is already there. S3, S1, support 1, support 2 and support 3 is now in green color. Now resistance, for the resistance I always use red color. So let's try with red color. Opacity is 100, thickness is first one, the thin line, R1, resistance 1. Resistance 1, they have already given this big line, somewhat thick line as resistance 1, but you can use small or big according to your convenience. I use small thickness, I use small thickness. Okay, red, and it's also okay. Now we are going to R2, opacity is 100, thickness is small. Now applying red. Okay, now we have applied all the colors in our chart. Now we are going to change the settings of the CPR. For the CPR, just I am going to give violet color. Okay, I am going to, this is the central CPR. These 3 are CPR lines. Okay, now one, I am going to choose violet. Central pivot, if you want, you can give thick line, and for the upper and lower, bottom and top CPR, you can give thin line if you want. I will show it in the method. I use I use thin lines. If you want, you can do like this also. I will show. You see, for the central PP, this is the central line. Okay, for the central line, you can give a thick line. It will give more clarity for you. Okay, now for the upper and lower, we are giving small lines. but the same color. Okay, now you give apply. No, before applying you can change this lines into circles. Do you know why I am changing these lines into circles? I will show you. Here you are seeing a partition, you see. In between the days you can see some partition like this. Can you see this partition? For avoiding this partition, you have to change the lines into circles. I will show you. This is all for our convenience, no problem about the settings. This is not a serious issue, but having a decent chart, clear chart will help us a lot. Now we have applied circles. Now just we give OK. Simple. We have given strong big line for this one, thick line for the central CPR. See now, see my settings. I have given the same thickness for the 3 lines. Here I have given a thick line for the central CPR, a little bit thin line for the upper and lower CPR. Okay. Now the only thing we have to add is the previous day high and previous day low. Simple. You can go here and we can use this tool, this small tool, horizontal ray. Click here and bring it here. You see this is the previous day high level. Previous day the candles started from here. It is touching the CPR, coming back again, coming here, and finally it is closing in the CPR. At this point is the highest level of the previous day where we are going to mark the line. Okay. Yes. Now which is the lower level? The starting point here. This is the lower level. Okay. There we are giving a yellow line. Now you see the chart is clear. Chart is clear. We can hide this tool also. Now see the chart is clear. We are having all the levels here, the CPR lines, the support lines, resistance lines, previous day high, previous day low, everything is here. Okay. No confusion. This is how I make my chart. This is how I use my chart. Now see. See. Do you find any clarity in the settings? First how the chart was, now how the chart is. This is the difference actually. Any type of settings which is convenient for you, you can use, no problem. This is how I use my chart. Hi friends, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I have made a clear presentation how I use CPR. Okay, different traders, price action traders use CPR in different ways. Means not different ways, the settings may be different. This settings, the dark mode settings, the line settings, and this type of settings is more convenient for me. So for my convenience I use this type of settings. If you are interested in this type of settings, follow the settings, try the settings. It will be very useful for you. It gives more clarity. For me it is very clarity, and it will be very useful for you too. I think you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for watching, and learn more, earn more. This is John Kingston signing off from JR Trading Zone. Bye.